Hope that everyone is doing fine today. For this segment, we're going to solve the problems that you were assigned, and you have a problem number 8. So for the first couple of problems, you were given phrases and you were asked um, to write these phrases in equation form and then solve them. So let's look at question number 1. Question number 1 says, 4 less than the number n is equal to negative 15. 4 less than the number n is equal to negative 15. So let's write that here and see how we would solve that. So 4 less than a number. 4 less than a number. N is negative 15. Okay? Alright, so this part right here tells me some things. So less than a number. So that lets me know that I am going to subtract. But what order is the variable n and 4 going to be in this problem? So 4 less than n. 4 less than n is written exactly like this. So n minus 4. 4 less than n. Is the equal sign. And then you have your negative 15. So this is our equation. So the first step is we want to isolate the variable, which is n. So in order to do that, we're going to add 4 to both sides. And by doing that, negative 4 plus 4 is going to give me 0. So n is left on the left-hand side. So n is equal to negative 15 plus a positive 4. And that is going to give me negative 11. So n is negative 11. So if we were to put this back into the equation to check our equation, we would have negative 11 plus a negative 4 is going to equal negative 15. And that is correct. Okay? That's how you solve that problem. Let's look at the second problem. Second problem is 10 more than a number c is 3. Number 2, 10 more than a number c is 3. All right, so I wrote your equation right here. So let's look right here. 10 more than a number. Since it says 10 more than a number, we know that we're going to add 10 more than a number. The number is c. So 10 more than c. You can write that as 10 plus c, or you can write it as c plus 10. So that is 10 plus c is equal to 3, or c plus 10 is equal to 3. Same thing. All right, so let's solve. I'm going to use the bottom one. All right, so I need to isolate the variable c in order to solve this problem. I need to isolate the variable c in order to solve this problem. So that means that I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides. So c is equal to 10 plus a positive 3, and that will give us a negative 7. If you want to check, negative 7 plus a positive 10 is equal to 3. Negative 7 plus 10 is 3, and 3 is equal to 3. So that is correct. All right, so our next problem is a word problem, of course, and it focuses on temperature. So it says, the temperature of dry ice is negative 109.3 degrees Fahrenheit. This is 184.9 degrees Fahrenheit less than the outside temperature. What is the outside temperature? All right, so do we know what the outside temperature is? No. So that is going to be an unknown X. Do we know the temperature of the dry ice? Yes, we do. We know the temperature of dry ice is negative 109.3. All right, so the temperature of the dry ice is negative 109.3. The temperature outside is X. Okay? So in terms of the dry ice is negative 109.3. And it is 184.9 degrees less than the temperature outside. Less than. So less than X. So that means that negative 109.3 is, since it's less than X, that means that X minus 184.9 is this number right here. So we're going to solve for X. So if I'm solving for X, we're going to add 184.9 to both sides. Remember, what you do on one side, you also do to the other side. So these two cancel out, leaving X on the right-hand side. So now we have 184.9 plus a negative 109.3. So what we're going to do in order to find X is we're going to see where can I put it at. We're going to add these two together. 184.9 subtract 109.3 So we're adding a negative, which is the same as subtracting. So 9 minus 3 is 6. I have 4 minus 9, which I cannot take 4 away from 9, so I'm going to borrow. So the 4's in the 1's place. I'm going to borrow from the 10's place. So remember, this is actually 80 and 4 1's. So I'm going to borrow a 10, which makes this 70, and add 10 here, which makes that 14. So now I have 14. Regrouping, I have 14 1's. So 9 minus 14 is 5. And you have 70 and 0, which is 7 10's. So you have 7. And I have no hundreds here. So my answer is 75.6. So X, the temperature outside, is 75.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, does that make sense? Think about your answer. Does it make sense to have a temperature of 75.6 degrees? Yes. 75 degrees, 0.6 means you're going to round up. So that would be 76 degrees Fahrenheit. Is that a reasonable answer? Yes, it is. Okay? All right. And if you think about dry ice, you should know that it is extremely cold. So yes, this is a reasonable answer. That was question number 3. All right, question number 4. Question number 4, a word problem. This word problem basically is asking you about a special that's going on at the movie house. So it says the Greenville Movie House gives away $5 coupons for every 4 movies their patrons purchase. Then it says they also give away a bag of popcorn for every 3 movies their patrons purchase as well. How many movies would a patron have to purchase in order to receive a $5 coupon and a bag of popcorn at the same time of purchase? All right, so when you think of this problem, think of ratios, and also least common multiples or least common factors. Okay, so let's set it up. So I'm going to set it up my way. Your way might be a little bit different, but I'm going to set it up my way. It says that for every 4 movies, you get a $5 coupon. So, $5 per 4 movies. And I'm going to just say BP, bag of popcorn for every 3 movies. So what is the ratio? The ratio is 4-3. For every 4 movies, you're going to get a $5 coupon. For every 3 movies, you're going to get a bag of popcorn. At what interval will I receive a $5 coupon and a bag of popcorn? So I'm going to just go ahead and make my chart. There's another way of doing it, but I'm going to make my chart because I'm working with what is telling me. So I know that for every 4 movies, I'm going to get 1 $5 coupon. So 4 times 1 is 4. For every 3 movies, I'm going to get a bag of popcorn. 3 times 1 is 3. 4 times 2. This is my second time going in and getting 4 sets of movies. So 4 times 2 is 8. 3 times 2 is 6. So this is my first set of 4. This is my second set of 4. This is my first set of 3. This is my second set of 3. 4 times 3 is 12. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 4 is 16. 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 5 is 20. 3 times 5 is 15. 4 times 6 is 24. 3 times 6 is 18. Okay? First set of 4. First set of 4. First set of 3. Second time I get a set of 4, that's 8. Second time for 3 movies. For my popcorn, that's 6. For the $5 coupon, that's 12. For the bag of popcorn, that's 9. 9 sets. 4 sets. 4 sets. 5 sets. 5 sets. 6 sets. 6 sets. So when I look at my data, I see that on the 3rd trip, I'm going to get a coupon. My 3rd set here, I'm not gonna get my bag of popcorn, but on my next 3 set purchase, I am going to get. This is when I made my 12th purchase. So it looks like the 12th set of 4 movies is when I'm going to get my $5 coupon and when I'm going to get my bag of popcorn. And this will be at the same time. Okay? So I made a chart so I could visually see it. But another way, which is going to be the same numbers, is when I look at the least common multiple, or some people might say the least common factors. What factors do they have in common? So that would be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, and so on and so on. The factors of 3 would be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, so on and so on. Which factor do they both have in common? The least is 12. They have 12 in common. So 12 is the amount of movies they would have to buy in order to get the $5 coupon and also the $3 coupon. So I did it 2 ways. I made a chart and also I listed the least common factors or multiples. Okay? So the answer is 12. 12 movies. And that's how you do number 4. It's not complicated. You just had to take the time to think about what it was asking you. All right, so for number 5, for number 5, you are going to solve an equation which is made up of just variables. So let's look at question number 5. Question number 5 says you have G is equal to AC, and you're going to solve for A. All right, so let's solve for A. So I always write my equation again. G is equal to A times C. So in order to solve for A, I need to isolate A. So since it's times C, I am going to divide by C in order to separate it from A. So what you do on one side, you must also do on the other side as well. So this would be G divided by C is equal to A, because these two cancel out. So that's your answer. A is equal to G times C. That's how you do number 5. Question number 6. Similar to number 5, you're going to solve for A, but this time your equation is U is equal to A plus K. Solve for A. All right, so for this one, U is equal to A plus K. Now, I do not want to know what A plus K is. I want to know what just K is. So I'm going to have to separate K from A. So since it is addition, I know that the opposite operation when it comes to addition is subtraction. So I'm going to, I have to write my equation again. I am going to subtract K from both sides. So by doing that, I'm left on this side with U minus K is equal to A. And that's your answer. U minus K is equal to A. That is your answer for C, for 6. All right? And that's the last one. Thank you. You have any questions, please contact me.